Question number 16. What is a key principle of AWS Identity and Access Management? IAM is a foundational security technology in AWS. It's going to allow you to create the users and the groups and the roles and the permission policies that are used to define who gets to do what within your AWS solution. Which services are in use, which API calls of those services are callable, and by whom. So we have 4 security-related ideas. We're wondering which of them is a key principle of IAM. Our first option is the principle of least privilege. The principle of least privilege is a long-standing security best practice that says although I could give my administrators complete control over everything in my environment, it's probably wiser if I limit people's access to just those things that they need to do their jobs. So as a principle, I will give people the least privilege, the least permission, the least access that I can while allowing them to be productive and effective in the work that they do. Does IAM enable that? Yes, it does. I can create different user IDs for different users in my organization, and I can attach different policies to them to define what they're allowed to do. Note that option B is the logical opposite of that. Unlimited access by default? Terrible idea. Even if all of our people were perfectly trustworthy, giving everyone unlimited access leaves us entirely vulnerable to normal human error. Option C, shared management of credentials. Shared management of credentials is not an IAM best practice. In fact, it's quite the contrary. The design behavior of IAM is that each individual is responsible for their own credentials. Sharing of credentials is an anti-pattern. I don't want more than one person logging in with the same user ID. I want to be able to know distinctly who has performed which actions within that environment. Automatic encryption of all data sounds like a good thing, and it is. AWS services by default store data in a secured encrypted configuration, but that's not a principle of identity and access management. That's just a general security best practice within the well-architected framework. So although a valuable idea, it's not relevant to this question and is therefore not the correct answer. The principle of least privilege is a key principle underlying the AWS Identity and Access Management service.